My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today, from the house of Born to Stand Out, I'm viewing Dirty Rice. So the top notes are almond, bergamot. The heart notes are milk accord, peony, oh dear, powdery notes, rice. Oh, the base notes are cedarwood, musk, sandalwood, vetiver. This is fresh powdery in unisex. Dirty Rice invokes the fresh powdery green aroma of rice shoots ready to go in the sunlit mud of flooded paddy. Do we have our bottles of Dirty Rice? Are we engaged with the higher self? Let's get testing. Let's have a look at the atomizer. I have no idea what to expect in rice. I have no idea what to expect. So let's buy the fragrance and have a look. Very metallic, cannibalide used high in the formula. I think the good thing about this name is you really could go anywhere. Nobody knows what Dirty Rice smells like or paddy fields, or it's quite evocative. You really could present anything to the company. There's a finish to it. Kind of getting the almond, kind of getting the greenery. It's very niche smelling. It's kind of non-appealing straight away. I don't kind of look at this fragrance and think, oh, I've got an occasion where I'd wear that too. Oh, I know I'm going to grab me a bottle of Dirty Rice and apply it and then go for a meal with my family, or I'm going to apply this and go for a wedding, or it's just a fragrance that smells interesting rather than person-led. What I mean by that is when I'm creating a fragrance, I love to have a person that I'm creating this for. So I get inspired by a person, or I see somebody and I think, oh, I'm going to create a fragrance for them. Give you an example. I was in Manchester city centre. God, this is ages and ages ago. I saw a pack of girls. It was on a Saturday. I remember it being very, very cold. I'd just come back from Mexico. So I was in, I think, t-shirt, a jumper, a scarf, a big coat and a hat. So it was really, really cold. I was waiting for a taxi. I remember being shivering, being very, very cold. So, oh, I just really, really want to go home. The taxi was taking ages, got lost. I think we had to rehire an Uber 4 times to get cancelling. So at that point, I was very, very annoyed. And there was this pack of girls coming towards me. I don't know how old they were. I mean, they looked older than what they were. Absolutely looked like whores. And the smell of them hit me. And then as they walked past, it was very strong and went away. And it was just sweet bubblegum candy. And from that, I just signed whore. So that's where that came from. And I quite like the smell. It was very fun. They were obviously running along, squeaking. So I like to have a person, or I need to have something which I'm working towards to give me inspiration. That's where I am now. This to me is lacking that. It's lacking a personal situation. It's a very nice sort of fragrance, but it's lacking direction for me. And I would have liked a bit more direction in with it, like a person or an opportunity or a situation where you wear this for. It's not particularly radiant, not particularly bright. And now the lactonic note, the lactone, is quite apparent in this. So the problem is when you have fragrances that are very long lasting, built primarily on musks, is you get too much of a substantial nature and the fragrance lacks elevation and volume. Likewise, when you have a fragrance that is built for volume, it's more synthetic and you don't get the substantiality. And this is this intersection. Musk heavy, lactonic. Now that top note's gone. Top note I wasn't a fan of. Now it's built around wood notes, lactonic notes, and musk. On to my final thoughts. Yeah, not a fan. I've got to say, I think it's lacking direction. When it went to the evaluators, I assume it had evaluators. When the fragrance went to the evaluators, I think it's lacking a really beautiful top note. With lactonic notes, you have to be really, really careful because they generally can jar with other raw materials quite easy, and they can sort of smell off, or just they sort of stick out. This to me would have been beautiful with some essential oils to give it lift. I think bergamot would have been great, and some other herbaceous notes would have been really fantastic there to just give a bit of lift. And to me, it smells quite flat and it smells a little bit unappealing. I just tried the Decent Cherry, which I thought was not great. In this aspect, this is the polar opposite, which is very flat, very heavy. So this fragrance will carry on working It's quite flat to the skin. I don't really feel this is particularly great. Doesn't feel inspiring. Not particularly liking it or enjoying it. Quite nice. That's about it. Quite nice. I might go to 6 out of 10. That's all right. I think the price is way out there, in my opinion. I do like the lactonic notes mixed with the sandalwood and the other wood-like raw materials. I think that's quite nice. I like the use of musk. I think it's nicely constructed, but it's really not giving me that ooh la la sensation. It's really not giving me lift. It's really not giving me volume. I would have thought they with Haddiefields, they would have put in some aqueous notes to give it the feeling of water. I'm not really getting that at all. I'm just getting a lactonic woody note. And for me, it's kind of a bit of a miss. The price is high for what it is with a crapo plastico cap. I'm not sure whether I'm going to review any more from this house. I don't particularly enjoy it, and yeah, I think it's all right. So love that review. So I certainly didn't. Thumbs up and subscribe for fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance views. Hope seeing safe and well. See you soon.